welcome to Algebra 1/2, Lesson 32. We're going to make this quick, okay? All right, we are talking about adding fractions. Basically, there's just one thing you need to remember when you add fractions, that your denominators have to be the same, and you add the your denominators have to be the same because you add or subtract the numerators, keep the denominators the same. For example, I have 1/5 plus 3/5. In order to add these, I just add 1 plus 3 is 4, and 5 stays the same. We don't add 5 plus 5 and get 10. No, never, ever, 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 no. I don't want to see that on your homework, okay? No adding your denominators. You only add your numerators. Well, what do I do then if my denominators are different? So glad you asked. So what you have to do when your denominators are different, you have to change them so that they have the same denominator by looking for the least common multiple of your denominators. We call this the least common denominator, okay? So that's the smallest multiple of your denominators, whether you have 2 denominators, 3, 4, just your smallest multiple of your denominators, okay? When you have small numbers like these, okay, the easiest way that I have found to do it is you could do it with finding the least common multiple like we have talked about in previous lessons, okay? How you do that through prime factors. That's how you do it when you have big denominators. But when you have small denominators like this, the easiest way is to look at your largest number and check the multiples of that largest number with your other numbers to find the smallest multiple. The first multiple of 4 is 4. Is that also a multiple of 2? Yes, it is. So that's our smallest common multiple, our least common multiple, 4. So I'm going to rewrite my fractions with 4 in the denominator for both. I didn't change the denominator of this fraction. Sorry, I just dropped something. Okay, I didn't change the denominator of this fraction, so I'm not going to change the numerator either. It's going to stay siempre 1. But I did change it from 2 to 4. What did I multiply 2 by to get 4? 2, that's right. 2 times 2 is 4. So that means I need to multiply my numerator by 2 as well. 1 times 2 is 2. Is 2/4 equivalent to 1/2? Yes, it is. If you were to reduce it, you would get 1/2. So we know that we're on the right track. Now I follow my rule. I add 1 plus 2. That gives me 3. My denominator stays the same. So 3/4 is my answer. All right. Let's try a couple more before you do your practice. First one is this one up here. 5/11 minus 1/5. Well, 11 and 5 aren't the same. So what would be the least common multiple of 11 and 5? Well, the first multiple of 11 is 11, 22, 33, 44. Any of those multiples of 5? Nope, because multiples of 5 have to end in 5. The next multiple of 11 is 55. Is that a multiple of 5? Yes, it is. Okay, so I'm going to write my new denominators of 55. I'm going to keep my operation the same. Still subtracting. Okay. What did I multiply 11 by to get 55? By 5. So I multiply my numerator of 5 times 5 as well. And that gives me 25 as my new numerator. I multiplied 5 by 11 to get to 55, so I multiply my numerator by 11. 1 times 11 is 11. And now I subtract. 25 minus 11 is 14. My denominator stays the same at 55. Okay? One more, and then it's time for your practice. 1/4 plus 5/9 plus 2/3. What is the least common multiple? Do you perhaps know this off the top of your head? If you do, tell me now. Okay, did you say 36? If you did, you'd be right. Because the first multiple of 9 is 9. That's only a multiple of 3, but not of 4. The next multiple of 9 is 18. Again, a multiple of 3, but not of 4. The next is 27. Again, a multiple of 3, but not of 4. The next is 36. Is this multiple of 4? Yes, it is. So now I change my fractions so they all have a denominator of 36. 4 times 9 is 36, so I multiply my numerator by 9. 1 times 9 is 9. 4 times 9 is 36, so 4 times 5 is 20. 3 times 12 is 36, so 2 times 12 is 24. Now I just add my numerators. 9 plus 20 is 29. 29 plus 24 is 53. So I get 53 over 36. And it is perfectly acceptable to leave that as an improper fraction right now, okay? So you may leave it as 53 over 36. Okay, pause now and do your practice. Okay, are you back from your practice? You better have that filled in. Don't just watch my answers. Okay, letter A, you should have gotten 7 over 20. Letter B, your least common denominator is 12. You should have gotten 23 over 12. Letter C, your least common denominator is 8, so you got 3 over 8. And letter D, your least common denominator was 60. Did you have a little trouble with that one? It took a little while, right? And your answer should have been 73 over 60. Okay, that's it for today's lesson. Have a wonderful day, guys. Love you so much. Bye.